Hey, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I've never done a review of the E-25 Tier 7 German tank destroyer, the little machine gun on tracks. Um, in the post-game stats, you'll hear me talking about a website that I was looking for. It's called targetdamage.com. I believe that's what it was, targetdamage.com, like Target damage, DAMAGE.com, targetdamage.com. And what that does is, if you haven't heard of that, you can go to that website and it breaks down every tank starting at tier, or actually your nationality, then tier 10, let's say 987, and then your heavy tank, medium tank, light tank, artillery, tank destroyer, blah, blah, blah. And what it is, let's say, and I'll just do it real quick to give a quick explanation because I do explain it more in detail in the post-game stats. Let's say the E-25 is your favorite tank. You love playing it, but you never seem like you can get a decent your win 8 overall, your overall win 8. You're trying to bring it up, and you just can't ever seem to do it. You can actually look up this little guy or any of the tanks that are in the game and find out exactly what damage you need to do to get a standard Win 8, a Unicom Win 8, or a Super Unicom Win 8. It tells you basically that, let's say, I'm throwing this number out there, just for instance with E25. Let's say you got to do 800 damage just to get an alright Win 8, and it tells you basically what the Win 8 will be, like a 1200 or 1100. And then if you can do, let's say, 1100 damage, that's a Unicom Win 8, basically 1600 or above. And if you want that Super Unicom Win 8, you got to do, 3000 damage or whatever. It actually breaks it down to give you an idea how much damage you need to do in each one of these tanks to actually get a decent Win 8. Because you might be playing a tank and you consistently play it and you love to play that tank, but it does nothing but hurt your stats because, like I said in the post-game stats, I love playing the 140. Object 140, love playing it. But in order to get a decent Win 8 in that, actually like a Super Unicom Win 8, you gotta do like 4,000 damage every game. In order to get just a Unicom Win 8, you gotta do, and I want to say it's like 2,700 damage, maybe 2,800 damage to get that. And if you want just a decent Win 8 of like 11 or 1,200, which overall kind of sucks in a way, but you still got to do like 1,800 damage. So a lot of these tanks that I've been playing that I really like to play have been basically hurting my Win 8 over the years. So I got on there and I found there's a list of the tanks that I love to play. Some of them I still play every once in a while. Some of them I play consistently because it helps my Win 8 go up and stuff. But targetdamage.com, get on there, check it out, and it'll describe. I mean, it'll help you pick tanks. Maybe you have a tank set in your garage you don't play a lot, but you look at it and you only got to do 800 damage, and you get a Super Unicom Win 8 every time you get 800 damage. VK3001P. I talk about that one a lot. 4 or 5 shots of damage, and you got a Unicom Win 8. If you hit another tank 7 or 8 times in it, Super Unicom Win 8. 8 shots, Super Unicom Win 8. 4 or 5 shots, Unicom Win 8. Basically, you go out there, shoot 4 tanks, 4 shots, and you got a great Win 8. Just to help you out, give you some pointers. But anyways, so let's go ahead and do a quick review of this. Now that I blabbed my big mouth for the last 10 minutes about that. But anyways, it's called targetdamage.com. Check it out. It's pretty cool. So anyways, on this little rascal, you get 130 hit points. The armor sucks at 50 in the front, 30 in the side, 30 in the rear. But it doesn't matter because this thing is hard to spot. It's got great camo, and it is fast. And if anything is dumb enough to sit in front of this thing for long enough, you will rip it apart and kill it before it can get a second shot into you. Rate of fire for mine is 23.18 rounds a minute. My reload is 2.59 seconds. So under a 3-second reload. Gun traverse speed is 45.89. Hull traverse is 45.89. Gun depressions it's actually pretty good at -8 plus 15. Gun traverse is 12.12. So it doesn't move a lot to the left and right, but the aim time is actually really good at 1.44 seconds. So even if you got to move your tank, the TD a little bit, and your bloom goes out, shrinks right back in. Dispersion at 100 meters is 0.29, so very accurate. Average damage per minute at mine is 3,129. It's 26.65 tons. Don't go ramming stuff because you will die fast. Engine is 700 horsepower. Specific power to weight is phenomenal at 26.27. Top speed is 65 in forward, 20 in reverse. So you can dart in like literally, you can dart in like a mosquito, zing him and get out of there. I mean, the thing is fast. Concealment's 44.14, which is great. Even concealment on the move is still 19. The thing is, I won't say it's invisible, but it is hard to spot. If you're not moving, you're double bushing it. Bush, you. You can sit there and shoot, and they're not even going to spot you. Well, depending how close they are. View range at mine is 450, and that is with the NODS binocular telescopes, and I've got the old camouflage net and a gun rammer. I wanted to put vents on it to help the load time, but I much rather not be able to be seen and see the targets way before they can spot me. Signal range is 710, which is, pretty standard. So anyways, my thoughts on this: if they sell it again, buy it as fast as you can. Most of my matches that I have in this are actually my son, were my son when he used to run my account or play my account. When I'd go home or whatnot, he'd get on and he loved playing this thing. It's fast, shoots fast. He likes tanks like that. So I've only got maybe, I think totally I got like 67 matches in it, give or take. But myself, I've probably only got, I don't know, maybe 10 matches in it myself. But my son's got his own account now, and he's kicking ass and taking names, and he's got a butt ton of tanks. So, anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some gameplay for you and some post-game stats. So I'll be right back. So here we find ourselves on Redshire in the E-25 tank destroyer, Tier 7. A little machine gun on tracks. This thing, I tell you, is a fast-shooting, fast-moving, mostly close to invisible tank destroyer. If you're able to get a bush in front of you, a couple bushes in front of you, you can sit back and just pound on people, and they won't even spot you. It's a badass little tank destroyer. If you can get your hands on this thing, if they sell it again, grab it as quick as you can. It doesn't have the best standard penetration at 150, but your premium rounds bump you up to, I believe it's almost 200, I think. 194. On your HE, I carry a couple of those, got 38 pen on those. Enough to, reset cap if you need to. But when I was trying to set this up right off the bat, I was just trying to think about how to get behind both these bushes, and probably didn't do that good of a job at doing it. But a lot of tank destroyers like to move up into that position right there. Saw this little Type 64 zinging around here, and those things they're small, fast, hard to hit. So I took I think 1 or 2 shots at it, but he was just moving around, so he wasn't sticking around in one spot. He was basically just bobbing and weaving, but that's what you want to do. But what was next to me there? That IKV-65-2 just got hit by something. So as soon as he got hit, I, as you can see, backed off, because obviously, I don't know if I was spotted, because I don't have 6th sense on this, but obviously he was spotted because he got hit. So, you're better off playing it safe and kind of keep yourself hid. I saw these guys getting hit by stuff, and this has got a pretty good view range on it. And I saw these guys coming up around the backside there, and all we had was an ONE over that way. So I figured I'd try and help them. So I start just pounding this T-71, and with a 2.5 second load time, you can make a tank disappear really quick. And the accuracy on this is really nice, too. So he might have got some shots in the ONE, but he is now an autoloader that is dead. These guys here with all these trees and bushes in front of me. I was trying to get a shot on them, but I think they were in the building there behind the wall, spotted, so wasn't going to get shots on them where they were at. So I figured I'd turn around, see what I could do back over this way. Pause it just for a second. Looked like this IKV got hit, and he was going to play it. He got hit once, and he's just going to sit there and play it safe now. So they got a Tiger 131 and a Comet over there, but they're obviously behind the hill. So figured I wasn't going to get too much of any shots on that stuff until it moved forward. I figured I'd come back over and see if I could work on this stuff over here again. I think the Thunderbolt actually comes out of the building. Yep, I thought he came out. So I hit him in the side of the turret and bounced. So I aimed a little bit lower, so I was just hitting him in the hull. But between me and somebody else, made him go bye-bye. So I saw they were really kind of pushing heavy on that side. So I figured my best bet is to try and hopefully get some shots on this stuff over here in a minute. That Tiger 1 started pushing forward there. But somebody else was able to finish him off before me, unfortunately. So now our whole westerly side over here is basically nothing there. So they've got me and the IKV-65 basically overwatching this area. And by then, by the time that STRV got lit, it was too late. He was already on artillery's butt. And that IKV just bumped into me. If you wondered why my tank destroyer went. Well, I saw this T-3485. And I figured, I just need to make him go bye-bye. So I chase him down. He gets a nice shot into me there. The nice thing about this got a good reload. My mistake was I should have. Somebody actually took him out before I got him finished off. The mistake I made is I should have actually stayed right on him instead of stopping. So I get a shot on that Steyr Waffenträger, and I had enough of getting pounded on him, and so I start booking out of there. And like I said, don't just keep driving straight, because there was at least 2 shots that I could have been hit with that would have killed me if I would have got hit with them. Now, I know there was a tank over there going after our Hummel, so I thought I'd try and get back here, book it back there, and try and, help them out. The STRV-74 pops out, but already gets a nice derp shot on him and finishes him off. So I figured, well, I'm going to pop out here and go back up to towards the hill there and see what I can get, because all they've got is 3 artilleries and 1 tank destroyer. Once I saw the M44 light up, I just assumed that probably everything was up there, and sure enough, their SU-100Y lit up by their base. So basically, it's just a matter of kind of cooking down there real quick and seeing if you can get any shots on the stuff that's over there. And this thing is so fast. It's so nice. I mean, I'm doing 75 kilometers an hour down that hill. I'm still doing 60, 65, right around 60, 65. So this thing, you can, move from one side of the map to the other really quick, or, and reposition if you have to. Basically, I just wanted to pop out here and see if I can get some more damage before these guys got knocked out all the way. I can whip it around there so fast. Can't believe I missed that shot, but I can whip it around there so fast, I spinning around the front. Now, if I would have been fired on by that SU-100Y, I'd have been dead, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had to have been spotted. I see him, I bounced one there. After that, I thought, time to back out of there real quick, but he missed, so I'm able to sit here and just drill blind shots into him. I saw that artillery light up, and I thought, let's see if he comes up over the hill. So we hit the 13F3 in the gun, knock it out, take him out. Just got missed by the SU-100Y, and I had left him on 8 hit points. And finish him off. So that is the end of that match. If you want to hold on for a minute, I will have some post-game stats and all sorts of goodies for you. If you want to hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's the results for the Machine Gun on Tracks. Wow. I've never really played this that much. My son, when I bought it, he played it quite a bit. I think because he liked the speed and the uh, rate of fire on it and stuff. But I've played it, I don't know, a handful of times. But I thought I'd do a little review on it just in case it ever gets put up for sale again. I would definitely highly recommend getting this little I call it a mosquito. Holy crap, because it's got a sting to it. Doesn't hit for a whole lot, but man, I'm shooting every less than like 2.5 seconds. And I carried all premium rounds except for 2 HE. The standard round on it gives us, I think, 150 pen, which is, it's all right if you're top dog. But you could see even with all premium ammo, I bounced a couple rounds on artillery, I think, and a couple other shots that I was like, man, I can't believe that bounced. But yeah, she's got a sting to her. That was a Master Badge Class 2 fighter, duelist, or excuse me, fire for effect, and a high caliber. We hit the Tiger 1 once for 142. We lit up the Steyr-Waffenträger thing I just did a review on the other day. And when I lit him up, he got hit for 202, and I hit him once for 154. When he got lit up, I kind of was, I guess you could say, with my butt out in the wind, because I had just gone down and took out their T-34-85, so I was down the hill halfway around. So I tried getting a couple quick shots into the Steyr-Waffenträger, and then got boogied out of there. And one thing you always do when you're in a fast-moving tank, tank destroyer, whatever you're in, if it's fast, don't go in a straight line. Weave and bob and dip and whatever you can so that they can't shoot at you, because you could see some rounds were flying by me as I was getting out of there. Hit their M12 artillery once for 81, knocked him out. Hit their T-71 5 times, knocked him out, and also knocked out his gun. Hit their STRV-74 once for 141. Hit their T-34-85 3 times for 449 and knocked out his loader. Hit their Thunderbolt twice, knocked him out for 269. Hit their SU-100Y towards the end there 5 times for 559. Knocked out his track, his driver, and finished him off, and hit their AMX 13F3 once and hit him for 124. The 13F3 there, I hit him once, and it was a critical hit. And I thought one of them bounced or something on him. I thought it was that artillery. I'll have to really kind of pay attention when I do the actual gameplay. We did 2,513 damage, 4 kills, and experience on that was 962. 31 shots, 24 hit, 20 pens. So I had 4 bounce even with all premium rounds. That's why I just don't even, when I play this thing, I'm not going to make money or credits. I just go out to have fun. And I like all my rounds to pen when I go out to have fun. Distance for more than 300 meters, 1,227. We got hit 3 times, all 3 hits pen because this has kind of crappy armor. Spotted 1, damaged 9, destroyed 4. Damage with our assistance was 202, made 63,014 credits. But after they resupplied the ammo and fixed it up, it still lost only 27,686. So under 30,000 loss for shooting all premium ammo, and we shot 31 rounds out of the 58 APCR premium that we were carrying, so that's not actually too bad. I imagine if I had shot premium or standard rounds, I probably would have made a pretty decent amount of credits, but probably would have bounced more than half those too. Just for FYI, the experience on that match was 5,000, or the win 8 on that match was 5,316. So you can get a good win 8 in this if you do a decent amount of damage. Well, obviously that's in any tank, but I find in tanks, tank destroyers, um, that and tanks, tank destroyers, light tanks, whatever, that don't do a lot of damage per hit. You know, they don't have a big alpha per hit. That it doesn't take as much damage to get a good win 8. There's oh god, what is I can't remember the website. I'm gonna look it up for you guys, but it actually lists every one of the tanks that are in the game, and it tells you what you need to do damage wise to get green stats, Unicom stats, and Super Unicom stats in it. It's really cool. So you can go through and say, well, I like playing this tank a lot. Like I like playing my a lot of my tier 10s. So let's say my Object 140. Love playing it. Love playing it. But the problem that entails with playing that medium Russian tank is you got to do a shit ton of damage in order to get even a decent win 8 in that thing. I mean, like, in order to get a decent win 8 in that, you got to do like over 2,500, almost 3,000 damage to get a pretty good win 8 in that. If you don't break 15, 1,800 damage in that thing, it's gonna be a pitiful win 8. You'll probably be lucky if you break, like a 1,300 win 8 in that kind of match. But it tells you, uh, you know, it breaks down every tank. Well, actually, it breaks it down by nation. So let's say U.S., China, Russian, whatever, and then it breaks it down by heavy, light, artillery, tank destroyer, and then it breaks down by tier. So let's say you like, playing the E100 a lot. You can look up German heavy, heavy tank, and look exactly how much damage you need to do to get a really good win 8 in that. And a good thing to do is you set a goal. So let's say you've been playing a tank a lot and you're like, my win 8 just seems like it's going no frickin' where. Well, look it up and say, well, that's why, because you got to do 4,000 damn damage and a thing to get a decent win 8 in it. Find a tank that is kind of a middle ground that you like to play, and, something that you don't need to do, 3, 4, 5,000 damage to get a really high win 8. One of them that I can really highly recommend is VK3001P. It's a tier 6 German medium tank. They just buffed it, buffed the armor, buffed the gun, buffed the dispersion, gave it a huge buff all the way around, and it's an HD now too, if I remember right. And to get a really good win 8 on that, believe it or not, 4 hits, 4 penetrating shots, and you will have a decent win 8 in that. Like, I think if you hit 5, you're guaranteed a Unicom win 8, blue. You hit 8 shots and penetrate like 8 shots, super Unicom. You can actually pick some of the tanks like that, and obviously you got to really enjoy playing them too. And you can make your win 8 substantially go up by just playing tanks that you don't have to do 4 or 5,000 damage in order to get a decent win 8. And find the tanks that you like playing. You don't need to do a lot of damage to get a good win 8, and you can really start to make your stats go up really fast. At this point, my stats are pretty good. They're not spectacular. They're not super Unicom, but they're pretty good. And every once in a while, what I'll do is I'll play several tanks in a row that I know that I don't have to do a crap ton of damage in, and then I'll play a couple tanks that I know you need to do a lot of damage in, but I really enjoy playing. Kind of, that way you get a good win 8, good win 8, good win 8, and then if you play that one tank, you got to do a lot of damage, and you just don't get that damage amount you need. Well, it's no big deal. You're not going to have, a red win 8 at the end of the night when you're done playing. So things to look at when you play your tanks or pick what ones you want to play. I mean, obviously it's a game and it's to have fun. A lot of people make a secondary account and they play that account just for who gives a shit. They go out there and just YOLO or just play like whatever. They don't give a crap because they know it's not going to affect their main account stats. And then when they're really down for business and they want to go out and really, work on their stats for their main account, then they get on there with their other account and they really just, they mean business. So, just some pointers, things to look out for, and things to help bring your win 8 up. Looks like Junior wants to play. You can see her little paws going, a little goofball. You guys want to see her? She's full grown now. She's still not that big, but this is as big as she'll get. Little miniature one. Oh, she's gonna be shy now. Little weasel. She's a good kid. She's a lot of fun. She likes to play all the time. So, anyways, I hope this video helped you out a little bit. Like I said, obviously I do this part first, then I do the gameplay second, because I've got to find some new recording software that I can record this stuff, kind of in a different order. It makes it a little bit easier, because sometimes I'll forget, and I'm doing it back-asswards, basically. So, like, I'm doing the ending now, which you're going to see, well, I'm doing it first, and then the part that I'm going to do next, you see last. So I'm doing it back-asswards. So I'll get the name of that website if I can real quick. I'm pretty sure I've got it saved in my on my online stuff under the quick finding crap stuff things. And I'll give it to you if I can find it real quick. And go on there and look at the different win 8s that you damage amounts you need for tanks that you play, and that might answer why you've been having a hell of a time raising your win 8 when you see that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.